Hello everyone, welcome to Forum Chess Club. So today we are going to see a wonderful chess opening. To whenever you play white, we can see how we can trap black and we can win the game easily. So that's what we are going to see today. And today we are going to see a trap called poison pawn trap. Let's see how we can play with the trap. So watch till end of the game because it's a wonderful opening. You can play with your friends and you can win the games easily. So whenever you play white, you can play your king pawn opening, which is e4. So in response, if black plays Sicilian defense, so Sicilian defense nothing but the black will open their c pawn and d pawn first. So c5. In response, we can play d4, and in response, black can play d6. So in response, we will be playing d5. So it is a very common opening, like you will be seeing in most of the games whenever you play. So now for the black aim is to open their attack on the queen side to have a check with your white king. So this is the obvious move. So obviously next move, like queen will develop to a5 and it will produce a check. So now queen a5 check. So to avoid the check, we can defend with our bishop. So bishop d2. So this is nothing but we are blocking the check. At the same time we are attacking the opponent queen. So the black queen has no option other than it has to go back. It can't go to a6 square just because we have an white bishop attacking that, controlling that all that white diagonals. So there's no option, it has to go to b6. So now if queen go to b6, it has two purposes. One is it escaped from the attack by the bishop, and at the same time it is attacking your pawn, which is in b2. So now don't worry about the pawn b2. Instead, play your knight and develop to knight c3. So now, if at all queen takes b2 pawn, and that's a trap, and this trap is called as poison pawn trap. So watch till end of the video. You will be I will also tell you how we can escape from this trap. Whenever you play black, how can we escape from this trap? So once when it cuts queen into b2, then almost all the next step for black is a forced move. Let's see how we can force the opponent to play the desired moves. So now in response to queen b2, the obvious move is to attack the queen with your rook. Then you have to play rook b1. So now if you look at the queen, it can't go to this file just because it has a rook in this file, and then it can't cut this pawn just because we have our queen. It also can't cut this pawn because we have knight, and of course it also not cut this knight because we have our bishop. So only option left is a3. It's a forced move. So in response, queen a3. So now obviously we will be attacking the queen with our knight. So knight b5. It's a good move. So now if you look at it, again a kind of a forced move. King again, you are attacking your opponent queen. So now if you look at it, queen can't do this square or this square just because it has a thread, it has this diagonal captured by your black bishop, and it also can't travel to this particular rank just because you are control all these squares with your either by pawn or by bishop. So only option it has is it can either go to a4 or it can capture the a2 pawn. Let's see both the variations. So now let's first we can start with queen into a2. So it's a blunder move. Once when it played queen a2, then you can easily win the game. So let's see how we can. So obviously we'll be attacking the queen with our rook. So rook a1 is a ideal move. So now also it's a kind of a forced move. If you look at it, queen can't escape in this file, and it can't take this pawn, and also it can't go to this square because we have our pawn, and it also can't go to this square just because we have our white bishop controlling that particular square. So only option it has is queen b2. So now if queen plays b2, then again the wonderful move which you will be playing is bc3. So now the black king has no other option left other than taking the rook, because if it can't capture the bishop just because we have our knight, and it can't go to this pawn. Obviously we have our queen, and also it can't escape in this in this file just because we have our rook. So only option is it has to take the rook. Again, it can't take bishop as well. Sorry, knight as well, just because like this square is controlled by this white bishop. So better move will be queen into a1, and you will be obviously taking queen into a1, and you can develop your pieces further. And without queen, you can able to easily win your game. So now coming back to the position, consider in this position, instead of queen playing queen into a2, instead if it goes to queen a4, then what will happen? Let's see this variation as well. This is also a first move. Let's see how we can proceed further. So now if at all queen plays a4, then the wonderful piece of move is you will be taking your taking the d6 pawn with your knight. Again, coming back to the position, you may also question like, why can't the queen goes to a6 square? Just because if it goes to a6, then I can place my knight to here, so that I can have a check with attacking. It's a trap again. Check with queen. So that's the reason like it can't go to a6 directly. So now it has to go to a4. So now it goes to a4. Then as I said, like we can go for knight into d6 check. So now we have multiple variations here. Let's see one by one. So now if at all it plays e into d6, like e pawn to d6, then it's a blunder. The move which we will be playing as bishop b5 check. So you are taking the black queen easily by this check. So no other go. It has to take a queen into b5, and we can take with rook, and it's done. Like you trapped the black queen, and you can easily win the game. So now coming back to the check. So knight into d6 check. Instead of e into d6, pawn capturing the knight. Instead, if king escape from the check. So again, as I said, like it can't escape to this square, just because like we have our bishop. It can develop to this square and can take the queen. So obviously, like it can't come to this square. Then the ideal only one forced move is to play your king to d8. So if all plays to king d8, then you have to play f7 check. So now what you are doing is you are attacking by placing check. You are attacking the rook. And at the same time, let's see like how we can what are the possible steps for black to play. So as I said earlier, black king can't come to this white square just because of this white bishop. So it can't come to this white square. So only option left is it can go to this particular d7 square. So now, like once when we played knight into f7, then if at all, like I will tell you, like if at all it goes to d7, then as I said, like if it goes to d7, then we can produce a check. So only option is c7. So now if it plays king c7, then you can produce a check with your bishop f4 check. It's again a wonderful step. So only option left is to defend with this particular pawn. So if at all it plays with e5 pawn, then it's again it's a tragedy for black whenever you do an en passant. So do an en passant, d into e6, and it's an open check now. So no other option. It has to block with the bishop. So this bishop, like you can block it. So if at all it blocks with b6, then you can play king c6. Queen into d6. That's a check. Queen d6 is a checkmate. So coming back to the position, if at all instead of blocking the check with bishop d6, if at all king plays king c6, then again it's a mate in one. So now you can play knight d8 and it's a checkmate. So we have seen multiple variations of how to trap the black queen, or you can easily win the game. So now we won the game, and also there is an option to trap the black queen as well if at all black plays wrong. So any of the ways, like we can able to easily win the game easily. So now, as I said in the beginning, like I will tell you like how we can avoid this kind of trap whenever you are playing black. So whenever you're playing Sicilian defense, like whenever you play c5 pawn, so immediately like you can play b6. So this is how many of the high rated players play, because not just defending the pawn, and also it is going to control the center square with this beautiful line. So this is how they can control the center square, and also they can proceed the game with in a stronger side. So hope you like this trap. So play with your friends and do mention the things in the comment. If you like this video, so do like and share it with your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe the channel for more videos something like this. And if you want to receive a notification anytime, so do click on the notification bell icon, which is just next to the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.